What's good, you guys? It is your boy Ruchi Reacts coming at y'all again with another video. And today we're going to be doing a book review, and I am so excited about this video because I know people nowadays, they rarely read books, but this book is really good. And this book is called You Are Not Alone, Michael Through a Brother's Eyes, Jermaine Jackson. Obviously, this book was written by Jermaine Jackson. It came out in 2011, and the book is technically about what Michael was like throughout his childhood, through Jermaine Jackson's point of view, what Michael was like up close and personal, and how Jermaine Jackson was there, and how Jermaine Jackson was there through Michael's tough times, because he was that one big brother, who's always there for the little brother. And how Michael Jackson, how he was there for Michael Jackson during the times of the trial, and because they lied on his name, the so-called victim, the victim's family, the victim's family lied on Michael Jackson's name, tried to get money out of him. And Michael, I don't want to spoil the book for you guys, and this book is really good, but I will tell you one part of of the book. Well, actually a couple parts. And this part, it was a chapter during the trial, and it was when Jermaine explains that Michael, this happened in the courtroom, and Michael, he needed to use the restroom, and he actually raised his hand like a child would interrupt a lecture in a classroom. And so he raised his hand, and because he wanted to use the restroom, he had to go to the restroom really bad. But the judge ignored him, because you're not supposed to do that in the courtroom. So Michael became impatient. He had to go really bad, so he just tapped Jermaine, and he was like, come on, let's go to the restroom. And so Jermaine went with him, and they both went to the restroom. And Jermaine, Michael, he just cried and was like, I can't believe they're doing this to me, I did nothing wrong. And then Jermaine just hugged him and was like, we'll get through this together as a family. And I believe anybody who has any doubts about Michael Jackson's innocence should read this book. And I know anybody will be in the comments, oh, Jermaine Jackson is Michael Jackson's brother. Of course they're gonna say he's innocent, but Michael Jackson is innocent. I mean, because Jermaine knew Michael personally. He knew Michael from childhood to his death. And he just knew him personally. It even says in the front, if you love Michael Jackson, this is the only book you will want to read. If you think you know the Michael Jackson story, it's time to think again. And that part is true. You Are Not Alone is an intimate, no-holds-barred portrait of Michael, the man, not the legend. And there's a lot of stuff in here that I bet my whole savings that the Michael community, the Michael fandom, does not know. I mean, I'm talking, and this is another spoiler, I'm talking the Invincible, during the Invincible era, I'm talking like the canceled Invincible tour. I'm talking rehearsal dates, like, you know, planned rehearsal dates, but they were canceled because of 9/11. Like, I'm talking that, like it's crazy. I mean, but they were canceled because of 9/11 and the fight with Sony and, like, you know, stuff like that. I mean, I'm talking like stuff that the Michael fandom does not know. Like, this book is really good, and I believe people in the Michael community, I believe people in general should read this, because a lot of people think Michael's guilty, mainly because people believe the tabloid press, like all the tabloid stuff that was posted about Michael Jackson. And like, this proves that all that stuff was BS. Like, really, it proves that all that stuff is BS. And like and like I also, stuff gets really juicy towards the This Is It era, because it also shows the plans, what he was going to do. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm done spoiling. But y'all should read this book, okay? Like, I'm telling you. I mean, like, it also has pictures, all that, of Michael during his childhood, Michael in adulthood, Jermaine. Like, Jermaine Jackson tells all about Michael. And like, why he also tells about, like, you know, the plastic surgery, the reason behind it, because Michael, he tells Jermaine everything. He talked to Jermaine like a lot, so of course Jermaine Jackson would know all this. So if I recommend this book to everybody who believes in the tabloid press, and who believes he's guilty, and like, they would learn a lot. They would learn a lot about Michael Jackson, and I believe, like, the state of mind, like, you know, how they think, what they think about Michael, the perception of him. Like, I believe how they think of Michael would change, because this is a really good book. Like, he goes into detail why he got the plastic surgery, why he built Neverland, why he like, every single thing, like, the public has questions on, why, you know, Bubbles, why why, like, the oxygen chamber, which isn't true, every single tabloid thing, which isn't true, by the way. Like, he goes into detail with that. He goes into detail about his childhood. He goes into detail about, like, you know, what it was like growing up with Michael. I mean, he goes into detail about everything, what it was like touring with Michael. What it was like. This book, you learn a lot. Like, it was a really good book. It's a really good book. I mean, I finished this book like yesterday. Yesterday I finally finished the book, and I got that feeling where you know how you finish a series and you're like, dang, what do I do with my life now? That's the same exact feeling I got. So, but this is a really good book. and I recommend it to everybody. And like again, I bet like it. I can't even talk today. And like I said, I bet my whole savings account, half the people that are in the MJ fandom, actually most of the people in the MJ fandom, I bet they do not know most of the stuff that that's in this book, because Jermaine goes into that much detail about Michael. So, like I said, I recommend it to everybody, and it's a really good book. I mean, I know it's big. It's a chapter book, but it's really worth it. I know it's like a really big book, and it looks like, oh, I ain't got time for that, but then get the audio book. It's free on iTunes. Get the audio. I mean, if you don't feel like reading all this, but I mean, get the. Oh yeah, and Jermaine Jackson, if you're watching this, please come to Florida, because I would really love it if you sign this book, if you sign my book for me. I mean, I know I highly doubt that you're watching this, but I would really love it if you would just sign this book. So, I mean, that's my goal in life, to have Jermaine sign this book for me. So, Jermaine, if you're watching this, please sign my book. But anyways, I highly recommend it. You can get it on Amazon. I'm gonna leave the link in the description below. You can also get it. Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. That's the only place I've seen it so far. You can get it, and you can get it on Amazon audiobook for free if you don't feel like reading a whole chapter book. But I like physical copies. I'm old school, so everybody's different. But anyways, my review on it, it's awesome, and everybody should read it. If they have doubts about Michael Jackson, they want to learn more about Michael Jackson, if they love Michael Jackson and you want to learn more about Michael Jackson, then they should read it. So yeah. Anyways, please leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Also subscribe for more content. I love you guys very much, deeply, from the bottom of my heart. And also, follow all my social medias. The links will be in the description below. And it's been your boy Richie Reacts, and I'm out.